Let's have a look as the teams drop in. And away we go. So both teams pushing forward. Be interesting to see what elements both teams go for. Not sure what preferences will be. Okay, Gory yet to go down. Humblers has gone down. They have opted for water and air. So, whereas we see a similar story. Oh no. Oh, incorrect. Earth and fire versus. Oh no, water. It was water and air. So complete polar opposites for both teams here. I imagine we're seeing a more resource-orientated push here from the right team, whereas a faster run down the lane from a left-hand side. Interesting dry cannon. Would have been interesting to see if that actually paid off. Could have had some big impact. However, if we look down the map, so we've got no, Zaka's here running down, but I believe there was someone ahead of them. Yeah, so we have Humblers indeed breaking down the villagers, trying to secure this. So yeah, we should be seeing a big push down lane here. Do they have a member of their team in resources, however? That'd be interesting to see. Okay, someone did go down. It was Ok, and he was shot. I'd be interested to see them not go for that all. If they are going for this approach, especially if they see the TNT come out, they know they're against heavy TNT pressure. It could be good for them to really push down the map, try and get an early second, early third, and push the resources underneath the map. But yeah, as we have Gory down here already, it can be difficult with him getting the cannon off as well. This could easily be a big trouble for the left team here. Really losing a lot of resources. Where exactly was Gory going? Did Gory carry on down the map? So yeah, Gory's now by third. Don't think he'll intend to run it anytime soon, but mainly just secure this area, prevent any early shenanigans coming in from left team, and really just cement that resource advantage when they do get it. So if we jump back down, so we go towards Osh. What is Osh up to? Not too much, it seems. Osh was shot. Okay. The less we ask about that, the better. If we look at the left-hand team, where is Ok in his progress on these resources? So it seems both teams really having a hard time. So maybe we're not going to see the resource advantage that we thought we might at the start of the game. It seems like Ok will be able to get through here. His boat has gone into a very challenging position. Luckily, he does have spares. Still having trouble. Is he just going to go for the golden picks? He's going to commit to... Oh. This is... Osh has now got back to his stuff, and yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't just committed. Did he even pick up one of the gold pickaxes? He did not. Not picking up one of those is criminal for breaking that chest. He's yeah. Is he now committing to digging it with the stone pick? Oof, that is a big misplay there by Ok. It's going to set him back a fair amount of time. In the meantime, Osh is using it to his full advantage and is looking to set up cannon here. Ok has stopped his progress on breaking that. If I was him, I would maybe try and play some blocks. it seems I'd be surprised if he is based on his experience, but it seems like he's unaware of the ability to use the gold pickaxes to mine the obsidian quicker. But it could be fairly possible. You know, everyone has their different roles, and it's not impossible that Ock has no experience with this run. Oof, and that was probably the best case scenario for that cannon explosion where it exploded where it did, managing to get 2 of the iron blocks. So yeah, we're back to seeing likely right team here with a decent resource advantage. If we push ourselves down the map, how is Gory getting on at this third wall? So we're seeing limited push from both sides, slow progress, but somewhat steady at least from the left-hand team. Definitely is tricky if you are being pressured consistently. How is progress going on at the other walls? So actually, double resource battle. This is quite interesting. Did not expect this going into the game with the routes that both teams were taking. But yeah, it seems like there's 1v1 battles going on across the map. If there's 2 players involved, there is a battle of sorts going on. Okay, I thought I saw some arrow fire going on up top. Kage was shot by Ostera. Whereabouts is Ostera? Okay, so yeah, he did manage to get the kill on Kage. So trying to hold down this mountain to the best of his ability. Meanwhile, the battle carries on below. He is now getting into position to shoot down a rogue shot and big shot there coming in, really turning the tides of that battle. That's quite a big takedown, and I don't believe there's any TNT on the side of Zakos. No, there isn't. So it does put a massive stint in their progress, and it's quite a big leveler considering what's happening at first resources. So it'll be interesting to see if they can take any of these secondary resources out and maybe making a quick push on the second and third wall with the additional player control and resources that they have down the map. If we jump back to the start of the map, how is Osh getting on? He is slowly making his way through. It's kind of a difficult one, really. I feel like they do want the resources out sooner rather than later on the side of right team, but whether it's a case that it's ever worth to skip out on the diamond, I just don't think that's the case ever. Or else you're just giving Ock free reign to get the increased resources. So it seems like he's going to have to make his way. Osh really just trying to deny everything he can in these first resources. So he carries on his strat, looking for the cannon supplies now. Can't Ock do anything in the meantime, however? Let's see. Okay, he has gone back up actually. Interesting. Did he not have? No, he did not have any wood, so not able to craft any iron tooling to get the diamonds at the bottom. Has he made? So he has got 3 left. I'm trusting that's going to be a pick, or are they just sacking off those, and he's just going to maybe try and run first with those the gear that he has there. Interesting. Okay, seems like that is the call. So yeah, it's something that I was kind of almost tempted to see come in through from right team, but we have seen it come through at least. I mean, coming from the right team, but we have at least seen it come in from left team, where it's quite a long. We're talking about 9 minutes into the game now, and people are still sitting around in first resources. It's all well and good getting that advantage and pushing it as far as you can, but if that's not translating to wall progress, it can be lost. Okay, so Humblers clearly did die. Did Zakwas die too? Oh, okay, no, sorry, he's out of those resources with what he did collect. Did he not manage to get more than that? Was more of it cannoned? I didn't quite catch. Oh yeah. So it seems he did lose the diamonds here. The meantime. Seems it's just a collection of the resources. Does he need the wood to craft something? It seems so. So there wasn't something further going on here. I would have been very surprised to see if there was something else coming from that. Meanwhile, Gory has managed to get the line wall. Quite surprising, really, based on the amount of people that Wright had downloaded, which was just Gory versus the sort of decent amount of players from the left team. So this is quite big for him now. Really able to do it with next to no gear, and really just cements that wall in, locked in, and with the further resources that will come, Wright should be in a very good position from here on out. It was very reliant on left team really making some progress before Wright could get every bit of resource on the map onto the surface, which is now coming to play. We're seeing probably at similar timings both Muck and Osh coming to the surface. Yeah, as I say that, they're both past each other, decked to the helm, so they should not be struggling from here on out. We'll see what left can offer, but in this position, okay, we are seeing Zach go down now. I would have liked to see this a lot earlier, with a bed set up, with the gear that they have. It's possible, but I think they're going to have difficulty. If he is able to make this push though, then they can be in good stead. I know Ok did go in towards first a lot sooner, so we'll follow Zeknet for now. This is probably the most game-changing player, so his progress here is going to be key to what goes on. He does have Humblers firing from him. Humblers does get in the bed. Zach managing to make progress even with a whole firing squad marching down on him. So we have a return progress coming in from the right hand team, and yeah, it's actually getting decent shots down. So where did we get to with that? Was there much damage? Oh, I can't check. Only about half health, sorry. So not too much damage, and ooh, actually quite a big knock there, shooting the button for the piston. Really delayed the progress that he was trying to make, and could have actually been a lot more damage if he was lined up perfectly. But yeah, you're really seeing the power of the resources here. All four team members decked out, and cannons starting to come through. If Zach dies here, it will most likely be game. And I've got to stop trying to click him. VI Zach. Okay, here's half health. But luckily, where these cannons are dry, they're a bit slow to make. Okay, they are going for the bed, however. Slightly protected by the water here, but I can and still could slip through. Yeah, actually, cannons coming out from in the wall by Muck here. Oof. Zach, I don't know how aware he was of that cannon coming in. He has got it watered up on the other side, but it seemed like he was more focused on getting that prepped. But maybe he was aware and was just hiding in his corner. But he does need his team to be giving him further support. How much? Actually, plenty of TNT brought in to this wall. So I don't know if this was the intention to always get this cannon down. But Zach quickly mowing through his blocks that he brought in. As Muck continues to fire this down. Ok was killed in first wall, however, that is actually massive. Big determinant was if Ok was able to get that first wall with his sort of faster run into it. It seems like that's not going to be the case. See Muck moving on now. Cannons no longer coming down. Some decent shots coming in, but let's have a look. Is he anywhere close? Okay, half hearts, half health. But yeah, the gear he's got and a one-man firing squad. I don't think you're going to be having too much of an issue here. Cannons really coming out all across the board from the right-hand team. It's quite a wild display. Any pressure that left had early on is very much lost to the wind. In the meantime, how are we looking down map? I'm seeing some shots come across, but Humble is able to get to his first island. So a decent start to this. Able to secure it a bit more. So at least they're not stagnating in this time. And this also does draw away the attention of Kage. So it's no longer a 4-man firing squad at this second wall. If we go back to Ok, how is he going at this first wall? So, seen better days, to be fair. Still a decent amount of mole spawns considering his progress. I'm quite sure the routing he did take such that he died without it being sort of a lot clearer. So he has made decent way through. At what point did he actually die? Okay, at this corner here. Yeah, probably the most troubling part of this wall by far. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see that this would be the point, if any, that he would fall. But yeah, still not the greatest. We jump back to our second wall. We have Muck now. It's laddering up on this one of the last verticals. Zach's not been able to move since, but there isn't much to any PvP presence now on top of this second wall. As I say, that Osh is running back, but it feels like potentially maybe lost time where Zach could have maybe focused on his own progress rather than the delaying of Mux, who's really didn't seem to be slowing down. Saying that he was down to 4.2 hearts, but still, that's still plenty more shots coming in before you can see any real slowing down. Saying that, I don't think he spent much time healing up before starting his run out, so Costa is able to get any shots here. Oof, what was he down to there? Still about 4 hearts. So, not completely lost this game. So, he carries on his journey. Is he going to go for a pass around here? I think he has to at this point. He's been dropped a few too many times. Carries his ascension out of this wall. Okay, did get the extra hit there. Down to 1.6 hearts. As much as it wouldn't be a massive dent on the fact that he has got the wall, losing that diamond armor would at least prevent him from running back towards that first wall, which, to my knowledge, they are yet to start. Saying that it very much would not surprise me that someone has run back based on the amount of players who are on top here. So we have Osh here, and I go back, sorry. Who is where? Okay, so yeah, like I said, first still not being started. So it'd be really interesting to see if Zach's able to make it through here. Saying that, I have completely lost him, and can't seem to pick him up. Okay, he was around this corner. So he is getting closer to the end. It will be a bit of a hindrance if Zach is able to make this wall, as Humble is making slow but steady progress at this third wall. And I think that is probably the right approach in the current sort of state of this wall. If we jump back to Ok, how is he looking? Okay, so he has managed to get back up here. Did he? It seems not with his stuff though. I'm assuming his stuff lost to the wall at this point. Yeah, that is a shame. However, getting back here, the fact that he made the wall so sort of repeatable with his pathing. Means that he is able to get back here relatively easy. And if he can clear out the endless stream of zombies, you know, he could manage to get around this final corner. And you know, as much as charge creepers can be frustrating if you're caught unaware, needs to just get around to this zombie spawner here. Or is he just gonna man mode it? Says fuck it. I don't know if that's to play without armor and with charge creepers, but maybe if he's trying to use these creepers to blow him up. We will see if he, as he goes around. Oh, he does get the kill. Big. Okay, manages to stave off that creeper. Saying that, he is gonna get into this wall by any means possible. And yeah, speaking of that diamond armor getting out, we have Muck now pushing forward. I imagine will be a relatively fast run of this. So yeah, we'll see how Muck gets on with that. But it's good to know that not all hope is lost. And saying that, Zach has now got second wall just as I was about to jump back to him. So that is now 2 walls apiece. Definitely progress being made on the third for both teams. So I think the person we want to be watching now is at this third wall, Humblers. Where are you? Did he die without me catching? Humblers fell out the world. Yeah. Kind of, it is definitely tough to do with any sort of PvP presence. Especially with only one man running it. It's one of the walls where the numbers, the lockdown to sort of pushing wall add up very differently. One person locking down is a lot more effective against one person running, whereas on a PvP wall, for instance, you know, it goes very differently. 2 people running this third wall is a lot easier than with 2 people locking down than 1 person running and 1 person locking, in my opinion. Okay. Still plenty of cannon supplies coming across from right team. And if we jump back now to Muck, how is he faring? Does not care about anything that Skeleton was gonna do to him. Could have been in a bit of a pickle if that Skeleton had chose to fire whilst he's pulling up. But it seems he is gonna get this first wall now. Okay, and he passes it around. So I keep choosing wrong teams. Zach opting to try and run this out. Humblers is back up here. Oh, okay, so he has managed to make it back up. I think and he's going for the run. And Cargate seems to have been knocked out of the world. So it looks like we are going to have 3 walls for both teams here very quickly. The question is, what is happening across the map at the same time? I don't know how aware Humblers is of the situation. Is anyone else moving down? So if we... Kagi is making it back to his stuff now. If we go back to Ok, I imagine he is. Yep, he is starting that VM positioning. So this could be a very interesting game. We've got the 3 walls earlier now from right team, but the VM set up for the slightly slower pickup of the left team. And as we say that, we've got Gory here, filling up, taking the safe route, smart. I imagine he hasn't got the walls on him. Okay, he does have 2 of the 3, so just lacking the 3rd wall. But start on the VM at least. As we have further teammates coming to back him up. Mark heading up now. Two people's progress of this should make this a lot quicker. Comes down to whether Ock can hit the shot. Sadly, with the water providing at least some sort of purchase, it's not able to be a big dent. We do have red wall place on the side of left team here, but the progress is coming in thick and fast from right team. We need to start seeing some bodies running back now over this this pyramid for left team to have really any chance in making this game theirs. So we have Ock still firing down, but Gory's taking it very slow and steady here. As we say that, we're getting a cannon being set up by Mock here. We do see Zach coming back now. Is it too little too late though? Cannon coming up. It's a hit, but it's Ock really up here with next to nothing. So if he dies, this likely will be the game. Does Zach not have... oh, okay. So we're actually up on the monument now. He does not have red wall. I don't think the other team know that, though. They likely think it is GG. This is why I often tell teams not to give up so quickly. They often don't have the full information. And that is a good game.